Okay, so far we have these two pillars for the end of, no, not pillars, posts, that's what they are. Home Depot is going to throw them out because they're part of a display. So, they had screws in them, and I had to take the screws out, so a big ordeal that was. I cut the bottom ends off, so they're like 6 inches shorter. And now the total height of this is 28 inches plus the top of the post. So I made a plan here. Had some decisions to make about height because I wanted to fit certain things. So things I wanted to fit, and decided what the sizes were and the amount of shelving I would need. So 2 shelves and a top one for the TV. Got it all figured out. So then I went out and used the table saw to cut these, and I'm no carpenter. I wanted to build it, so I'm building it. I use this glue to glue on the sides of the wall unit to these pillars. These posts, I should say, have grooves cut in them about 5/8 of an inch, so they can lock in and glue. And then that'll be the sides. And then there's the top shelf here, and the other 2 shelves. So on top of that, there's these braces that'll go down the back, so that'll add support to the center. As well as there's doweling that's sculpted for a center pillar down the middle of it. Because the TV I have right now weighs a lot, and so I'm going to have to replace that. But until then, there'll be a support pillar. But that's that. And I also have to stain it. It's going to be Bombay Mahogany Gloss. That's what it is. 2-in-1 polyurethane stain. So we'll try that out, and hopefully this will all turn out. I'll screw on the shelves after, well, I have to go for dinner, but then I'll glue this together and then screw on the shelves later tonight. This is the kitchen manufacturing shop right now. Glued end posts for stair rails onto some plywood and leveled off this shelf here a couple inches, put another shelf at 16, and then there'll be a top shelf for the TV. Got some pieces of hardwood to sit the board on, like I sat this board on when I put that in. Now I'm just measuring. I'll put the second shelf, and then we'll have the top shelf. I'll put some glue and screws, so it should hold together nicely. And I'm debating about some other add-ons for fanciness that I got free, and it's gonna get stained, but not right now. This is my kitchen with the drill, and yeah, that's all my kitchen table is. The important things: pencil, level, screwdriver, glue, and yeah, I'll get to work, get it done. Okay, so this is my first attempt at making a wall unit thing with plywood, Birch, I think it is. I got it for free from work, and like I say, the posts. I'm going to stain it Bombay Mahogany, but I don't know if I'm going to do that right away or what. I added 2 hardwood birch pillars at the back, so it would stiffen up the top shelf to take a heavier television, and I can run the wires down the backs of it and kind of hide that a bit. I kind of meant that this shelf should have been an inch higher than it is. But on the other hand, I'm kind of happy because the computer fits much better. So it's good and bad. This looks a little crooked when you stand off from it, and I don't know, a few little things, but it's not terrible overall for somebody who doesn't do woodworking. I just wanted to use scrap wood because it seems a waste to throw this kind of stuff down the garbage chute, which is what they're going to do. And although they don't allow you to take stuff like this anymore, it was a display. All of this stuff was just display materials that were going to go in the garbage. So I cheaply used screws here, which, you know, I'll just stain this all up, and the stain's going to be dark, so you probably won't notice the screws so well. Not that I really care. I just kind of like the front of it, and the fact that the computer will fit in the TV and consoles and other crap, amp. So, and it's smaller than the old wall unit, but actually holds more stuff, so I like that, and the TV will be higher, which I like. So I gotta figure out I gotta find some conditioner, clean this up and stain it. And I gotta figure out what to do with these ends because I don't like seeing the plywood ends, so we're gonna have to get some kind of capping or figure something out. Make something. Because that looks, I don't know, just cheap. So I'll do something about that as well. I actually thought about putting birch cupboard doors on here because I have them and the hinges and all, but I don't think that's gonna work. And I can't use the remotes. So anyway, that's what it is so far. Okay, so this wall unit was built out of scrap. Everything on it was due to be thrown in the garbage. So there's birch plywood, and then there's these Colonial Posts, which I cut down at the bottom so it would fit the height I needed. And then there was oak handrail that was going to go in the garbage because it's just chunks, so I put that as a capping. That's all I had of it though, for both ends. And then this is a stain that was like left over, and people only used like not even a quarter of the can. So I still actually have some left over after doing this, but it's called Bombay Mahogany Gloss. It's a polyurethane and stain all in one, so you just brush it on. And then I did black gloss for the end caps, and I had to buy some veneer to put on the edges, but that was it. And then I had a post or a pillar or whatever from another wall unit which I put in place for extra support, and then I'm going to put the computer there and the TV there, and then just remote, whatchamacallit, keyboard and mouse, and watch TV on the computer. And yeah, that's the whole job. And yeah, pieces of hardwood flooring in the back just for extra support, but they're also birch, so it kind of matches up with what it is. And that's the whole thing. It didn't cost anything for the materials or the stain, because like I say, the black as well is like partial can, and they're gonna throw it out. So it all worked out. So now I have this for a new wall unit, and now I just gotta get a TV, put it on there, and put the computer in there. But that's no big deal. I'm just waiting on the TV. So that's the job.